All right. Thanks for coming back for session 4 of the auction using Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. Music. Yeah, what if rather than some bot or something, we use kind of like live made, like I don't know, grab my guitar,
Yeah, like I
was about to say,
Who's the Winslow? Who's the guy from Police Academy back in the day? Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
He'd be. Oh man, he should do a tabletop role playing.
I'm sure I could cameo him right now for $20.
Probably.
Didn't he die recently?
Actually, now that I just said that terrible thing, I realize it might even be worse because he might have passed away. Yeah.
He might be really hard to get a hold of on Cameo.
So I did a cameo for a buddy. We're both big Kids in the Hall fan, and McDonald. What's his first name?
Kevin.
Ronald.
Kevin. Yeah. I had him do a message to my buddy. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How much was it?
50. I think it was 50.
Oh. Who's Kevin McDonald?
Do you know who Kids in the Hall are?
Oh, okay. It's a Kids in the Hall thing. Sorry. Yeah, you said Kids in the Hall.
Yeah,
I never watched that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I bet we got such a bad table because I have a cabbage for a head.
It's pretty good stuff.
And they had a new show. I didn't know they had something on Prime that I saw advertising.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Really? Okay. I should check it out. Oh, we're playing Cthulhu. That's right. All right. So let's do a quick recap. So last session, we started off back at the auction house, and you guys were investigating this gruesome murder where a staff member of the auction house had been torn to shreds and their body pieces strewn all about. There was an item that was missing from the auction collection. That was the head, the studded head, the bolted head, something like that, the brazen head. And you checked out the building, and then in the last session, you picked up from there, and you talked to Herr Osberg, the head of the auction house, and he gave you some information, and you talked to this person and that person. You're basically in full investigation mode, and you ended up really focusing on Klaus Underprest, who was another attendee at the auction. Herr Osberg had kind of said he had 3 people in mind who had approached him about selling the brazen head before the auction, which of course would break all protocol and etiquette of the auction. But he said, yeah, I'm thinking of Lady Margaret. She wanted to buy it from me beforehand, and Mr. Underprest, he asked for it, and there was a third person I can't remember offhand. But basically, there are 3 members of the auction attendees who tried to weasel the head away from the auction house beforehand. And so he was a little bit suspicious of them. I believe he was able to provide to you an address based on their records of where Underprest lives. And it was a seedy part of town, not too far from central Vienna, but certainly in a bad part of town. And you guys took a taxi cab over there late at night, probably early morning at this point, 1 a.m. or so. You got to this residence, and you weren't able to find Underprest's apartment at first, right? There was a kind of a roster of residents inside the front door. I think, you woke up the manager? Yeah. And he
almost called the cops on us.
He did call the cops on us.
He did call the cops on you. Yeah, I think you guys were trying to BS him, and you guys failed miserably.
Yep.
And you just escaped. You discovered that there wasn't actually a kind of I don't know if you call it hidden, but there was an entrance in the back of the building to an underground apartment. And I think you lockpicked your way in right as the police were arriving. And surprisingly, underground, this apartment was actually really well furnished. No windows, but the furniture, the decorations, and the artwork on the wall, and the fine crystal, brandy glasses, and everything was very great shape. Ultimately, you figured out this was Underprest's apartment, and you started to investigate. Started to check things out. Let's see. I think a couple of the notable things about his apartment: the smell that you had detected earlier, or back at the auction house, that sickly sweet smell of, I don't know, death or decay, was stronger within the apartment. I believe Bernard Hicks had been in the library checking things out and discovered a lot of books about resurrecting the dead. And death, and bringing people back to life, which is a little bit unusual, of course. Whereas most of the apartment was pretty well kept, the bedroom, of which there was only one, was a complete mess, with clothes strewn all over the place, things, not that it had been ransacked, but just ill kept by the resident and whoever was using that room. I think it was William. In all the mess, had found a diamond ring with a finger still attached to it. a partially skeletal finger still attached to it, which was a bit alarming, of course. And that might have been all the kind of interesting things until one of you had discovered in the closet off the bedroom some sort of trap door in the floor under a rug. And after some maneuvering and trying different ways to get it open, it didn't quite open like a normal door. You were able to open it, and down in the floor was a dark a shaft into darkness. And you could only see maybe 2 or 3 feet in. The smell was overwhelming. You're covering your nose and your mouth and handkerchiefs, and oh my God, it's horrible, that kind of thing. There is a kind of it's a chain ladder. So think of like 2 columns of linked chain connected by horizontal steps of basically metal bars. It's rusty. It kind of you would expect it might rattle against the shaft if you were to climb down. But there is a light switch right on the wall within the entrance, and you can see the wires from the switch leading down in the darkness, perhaps to, I say light switch. It's a switch. Maybe it's a light switch. Maybe it's a bomb switch. I don't know, but you see wires leading down into darkness. And so that's where we pick up our play.
I believe Lukas said he wanted to go down.
Yeah, Caleb can't be here tonight, but Benoit is certainly with you guys still.
I'm Benoit.
Oh, you're Benoit? Lukas.
Lukas.
I'm sorry.
Lukas Kraus.
Lukas Kraus. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Benoit is certainly here tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was still the middle of the night, right? Like it's not any closer to dawn or anything.
Yeah, I mean it's probably, let's say 2 a.m.
Okay. I mean we were headed down, right? That was our
go down the hole
course of action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to climb down in darkness? You're going to flip the switch, or how are you going to go down?
First, I'll flip the switch.
Okay. You see these bulbs kind of pop on one at a time, and light up the shaft. And you're probably talking, it might be 30 feet down. And you can just kind of, there's enough light you can make out at the bottom of the shaft. You see that there's a, appears to be from this distance a stone floor, but you only see the floor that the shaft is making visible. All right, so one at a time. Who's going first?
Yeah, I'll go down first.
All right, Benoit first, and then who's second?
I can go second then, as long as someone's a friend of me.
Rodrego.
Let's put Caleb in the middle.
All right, and Lukas. Who's after Lukas?
I would go.
Yeah, and I can follow. I can bring up the rear.
Okay, William is last, and who's our Bernard? That's right. All right, yeah, definitely one at a time, and the ladder is kind of rickety, and it's not like attached all that to the wall. It's attached at the top. Exactly, attached at the bottom. Maybe there's enough swing that your hand get caught in between one of the rungs in the wall. And so you make it down to the bottom, and at the bottom of the shaft there is in fact a stone floor, and it opens up into a room about 30 feet wide, or 30 feet long, and about 20 feet wide. The light from the shaft and the light bulbs carry into this room. It is basically let's call it a crypt, right? There are piles of stone slabs that are kind of laid on top of each other at certain angles. That don't look like they're not from this room. They've been brought in from elsewhere. There is set in the wall that you're facing as you come off the ladder. There are 6 horizontal chambers set into the wall, almost dug out. And in fact, everybody give me a special roll. A geology roll.
Geology.
Okay.
Random.
Now, if we don't have that, is there like an unskilled, or you just tough luck? Don't roll anything.
Yeah, that probably would have been. How would they have done geology in this?
I don't have geology.
There's archaeology.
Natural world.
Sure. Let's do natural. Let's do natural world.
Sure, you don't want archaeology from me, who's good in archaeology?
Sure, you can give me archaeology. If you can justify knowing about stone digging, let me know.
20.
I rolled double zeros and a 1.
Okay. That's about as good as you can do.
That's about as good as I could do.
Yeah.
I rolled triple zeros.
Ooh.
Okay.
Really?
You failed. Okay.
Yeah.
And I rolled an 80 against a 10, so I failed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I failed a 23 versus a 10.
Bernard, as you're bringing up not quite the rear of the climb down, you actually notice something unusual about the shaft that you're climbing down.
Mm-hmm.
You're convinced that the digging for this shaft came from below and up rather than down. Someone was digging up to get through. And that is a hair-raising conclusion.
Yeah. Gentlemen, this is very odd. It appears somebody dug their way up to the floor as opposed to down through it. This doesn't make any sense.
Give me a sanity check,
William. Sanity check.
Sanity check, yeah.
Everybody?
And
no, just William. Bernard.
20 out of 55. I'm good.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Unusual, but not alarming. All right. Right. So I was mentioning these slabs that were kind of piled up. I mentioned the six. So these horizontal chambers, I'll call them. There's 2 columns of 3 each, and they're about the width of, let's say, 7 feet wide and a couple of feet tall each. And in one of them is a pine box that almost fills up one of them. Might, kind of based on the location, remind you of a coffin, a cheap coffin, but a coffin nonetheless. There are tapestries kind of hanging here and there. They're torn, they're tattered, they're worn out. Some of them are interwoven. There are bones that are kind of interwoven within the tapestries in some cases. You're not sure what the origin of these bones are. And it really, not the last thing. The other thing that you notice is that within this chamber, the light kind of casts this gray pallor over everybody. In fact, all of you, as you're looking at each other, look like you're almost like walking undead. Your skin is a pale gray. The color of your skin is washed out in the light. If you were wearing a colorful shirt, even that is kind of become colorless in a strange and unusual way. There are doors on each end. So I said 30 feet long. So on one end, in one direction is a door, kind of a wooden door with metal supports, metal struts. Looks very, very old. And the other one is very much the same in the other direction. And then finally, the last thing you notice is there's a small table, not quite in the center of the room, and a chair. And on the table is the brazen head and a book.
I would immediately go over to that table and examine the book.
All right. Grab your phones.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Everybody have, what do you call it? Clue prop number 2.
Yeah.
Pop that open. Pop open your QR code reader.
Oh, that's very good.
Completely 1920s. Yours should look something like this.
Oh, yeah. All right.
If you scan the QR code for me on my iPhone, if I just pull up my phone, it'll open up in Google as a link.
This is cool. This is a cool surprise.
And
the one on the head or the one on the either one? It doesn't matter.
I don't know if either one's matters.
Oh.
But you should be able to put the brazen head on your table somewhere.
Whoa.
Anybody get it to work?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the brazen head is sitting on my desk.
Right now, it's sitting on top of the 15th Panzer Division.
There we go.
Yeah. So what I've learned is you can pinch it and make it bigger and smaller, and also move it around. But it does have a habit of jumping on top of things, and you can walk around it, and you can get closer to it, and you can get further away from it, and you can check it all out.
Oh, it's find the floor. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. One of the things I was doing to test it out, like I'd put it on the floor and then make it 6 feet tall, and that was fun. So Here's the brazen head.
There. Bring this up.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So the brazen head. So Bernard has approached the table, and sitting right next to the brazen head is a tome. Let's call it an ancient tome. Stereotypical leather cover. It seems to be crinkling and fading and cracking. And on the cover, it says Liber Tenebra. Tenebra. Liber Tenebra. The head itself is sitting on a platter, and both are encrusted with this blackish substance. Does anybody have zoology worth anything?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Where would I find zoology?
It would probably be added.
Oh yeah, it would be a science or something. Yeah, I have to apologize. Like, this is a 6th edition or an earlier edition module, and they've changed a lot of the skills. But yeah, zoology isn't. It would be like a science. Okay. All right. So you were checking out the book, Bernard. What? Tell me more about what you're doing.
Well, I would just sort of pick up the book, or actually, I wouldn't pick up the book. I would leave it there and just sort of like open the cover. I assume the cover's closed. Yeah. And then just start flipping pages to see if I see anything that jumps out to me in particular.
Yeah.
Cool. I want to go look at the back of the
head. Yeah. Yeah, the book is written, is handwritten throughout, so not printed, but handwritten. The text is illegible in places, appears to be Latin in the places where it is readable. I don't know if anybody has Latin as a language. That would be worth checking out.
No, I don't have Latin.
Man, I feel like with all my prep school crap, that should have been something I have. But
I have Spanish.
Do you have Spanish Latin though?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Latin or not, I mean, you can make out a few words, but you can't quite make out what they're trying to say. Like, you can't actually read the book. You probably need some assistance.
Yeah, I can't. I can't read this.
Everybody, give me a spot hidden roll.
40, and that is a
24 out of 25, so it's a hit.
Yep.
Okay.
I got a half 42. Success.
I got it.
All right.
Reg.
Yeah, checking out the book, and the head brings you closer to that coffin. And you can actually see that kind of in one of the corners of the coffin, it appears to have softened with a black ichor of some kind. Like it's softened the cheap wood. Perhaps something inside is wet and nasty. And nasty because it's black and it smells like hell down here.
Like death.
Like death, yeah.
And this is the coffin, essentially.
I mean, I described it as a coffin. I mean, it seems to be about a body length. It's set inside one of these little chambers in the wall.
I would assume Bernard Hicks, being an archaeologist, being historian. I've been to the catacombs in Paris, and I've seen similar things like this. It does appear to be a burial area.
It's definitely. It's definitely got that vibe. I even forgot I had this. I should have got this picture out. This is not to break the mood, but here are my daughters from over the summer. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So all the bones.
Bone Church in Prague?
Yeah.
Or outside of Prague?
Oh.
Paris.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got that vibe. I mean, it's definitely. Now there's only, as far as you can tell, there's only potentially one complete body in this room, and you assume that there's something going on in that. You also notice that casket is crudely hammered shut. Irregular nails are keeping the top closed.
Lukas, is that secure?
I don't know. He pokes it and he's like, that's not coming off unless we pry it off.
Okay. So books in Latin. Head looks cool as shit. Nothing in the book besides Latin, which I don't understand.
Yeah, there are some illustrations, we'll call them drawings, of strange symbols that you don't necessarily recognize. I
do have Italian as one of my languages, which would have some similarities to Latin.
Okay, give me a hard difficulty Italian roll.
Yeah, that means I'm going to need a 5.
You got this.
I got this.
I got a 55, so no.
55. Okay.
Close.
Mamma mia.
Mamma Navici.
Gabagool. Gabagool.
All right. So just for simplicity, kind of, since we're not playing with the map, you're in the center room. There's one door to the east, one door to the west, and the shaft back out. I think that's all I can tell you right now.
Do either of the doors look like, is the dust moved around either one of these doors? Is there any obvious signs that one of them has been used recently?
Used recently? No. You don't. I mean, there's enough stuff on the floor and broken stone and broken slabs of tablets and things like that on the ground that it's hard to pick up any footprints.
Well,
as a new expert to the field, William would apply his keen eye, and he would start looking at the statue. He'd just pick it up and sort of even like look it right in the eyes, like look underneath it, like
the brazen head.
Yeah, just start examining the head. Because Hollywood, you said you looked at the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I would just start playing with the head.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a riveted brass head. The eyelids are hinged, and so is the jaw. So you can see these. So you think that it could be moved or move.
Yeah, I would definitely do.
Yeah, and independently, you're able to, almost like a baby doll, you're able to push the eyes down and close it and open the jaw a little bit. I mean, the jaw is kind of interesting because it's got these. In fact, if you were to look at it, it's got these teeth. The teeth are actually appear to be potentially human teeth set within the brass head, and that's obviously a problem or disturbing, unusual. I mean, the whole thing's unusual, but but that's especially unusual. The human teeth, Yeah, the rivets go all the way to the back, and the only other thing is and I mentioned it before, is that there's like this black, potentially dried, crusted, dried, could be a dried liquid, let's say, that had kind of draped over the head in some way.
I would take a deep whiff of that. Is there any scent coming off of?
No, but you wouldn't be surprised if the scent of death and carrion that we've been describing throughout is overpowering anything that would give off. But no smell.
So you tried opening the eyes.
I definitely play with the eyes. I don't know if I guess next I would just start moving the jaw. I'd start articulating the jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you make it say something like, "Who is?"
Hello. Yeah,
it's
I mean, it's the
yes, I do recognize you. I'm Lady Margaret.
Yeah, the hinged eyes are I don't know if I call them loose, but they're pretty easy to manipulate.
Okay.
Behind the eyelids are appears to be more brass, but engraved is like a pupil and behind it. It's just more brass. The jaw opens.
No Latin words.
Yeah, no writing. Yeah. And it's got some heft to it. It's pretty big.
Now, above the table, what was our main purpose in coming to this house? Wasn't it just to collect the skull, like see if we can find the skull? I think mission accomplished, guys. Let's it's time to bug out. Like, because
take it with us.
Oh yeah. I think we return it to the auction house.
100%. I can't see why we wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you said there's two doors.
There's an east door and a west door. Yes.
Well, I won't speak for the group if you think we should head back.
Well, are they locked?
Yeah, William was like,
you can't tell from here. You can't tell
what
from
do you
the
think
table.
We should do?
I'm asking Lukas.
I'll walk over to the east door and open the east door.
All right, the east door. The east door.
No, Lukas, don't be here. It's two ladies at the west door. Don't be a hero, Lukas. Oh well. I tried to stop him.
My bad.
All right, you open the east door, and the door opens and opens into a dark room. But there's just enough light from the room that you're in that you can see that in the middle of the room is a pedestal, a pedestal, and on that pedestal is a female figure laid out motionless on top.
Nice. Does anybody have a lighter?
Didn't we bring wasn't there a lantern we brought down? I feel that I remember there being a lantern upstairs. Maybe we left it upstairs.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about like how are you guys seeing everything in the apartment, and like, oh, you guys lit a lamp of some oil lamp, we'll say.
Okay. So yeah, who's at the door right there?
Like that's me.
Benoit, and Lukas is there with you. Let's say you guys both you have swung open. You're both kind of looking in, and you see this body. It's draped over. It is a white, kind of see-through
veil or something.
Veil, yeah. I mean, not a face veil, but like a covering the body. And it appears to be very, it's got its arms like this.
I'm medically trained, so I'll kind of trot forward and see, mirror to the face,
Mm-hmm.
See if she's breathing, or if I'm going to get my face eaten off.
The senorita, we must help her.
I mean, the body appears to be dead. Are you looking at it? Or are you touching it? Or okay?
I'll the typical first responder. I'll check her pulse. I'll see if she's typical EMT bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it appears to be she appears to be dead. Everybody, give me a listen roll.
Mon Dieu.
No.
I'm not a good listener.
Ooh, 20. Yep, I just made it.
I hit a half pass.
Half pass. Okay. So as you're checking out the body, those of you who passed, including those in the room, hear something from the west door, and momentarily after that, the west door burst open, and forth comes 4 large dog-like creatures with long claws. And the door, and they leap, and they're very muscular, and they've got like dirt coming off of them, and they've got stained bodies, and they got long snouts, and they got fanged teeth, and they're coming at you. Fight! And they leap at you.
All right. Let's play the feud.
It's on. Combat. Okay. So you guys will have to help me in terms of I even forget the rules myself, but if you haven't done Cthulhu combat in a while or ever, let me know and I'll help you out. But basically, nobody's got any weapons, at least that they've brought. And so it's going to be hand-to-hand combat. These creatures don't have, they've just got sharp claws and teeth. And so we do dex order. There's no initiative other than dex order. And when it's your turn, you basically get to do something. One of the things that's a little bit, I think, different in Call of Cthulhu than other games is that most combat is some form of opposed roll. So if the guy's trying to get you, you can either dodge or you can fight back, and there's conditions that go along with that, right? So let's take a look here as Ghoul 2, first in the order, leaps forward at deck 70 and leaps at William. He's got 2 claws. All right. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to slice at you with one of his claws.
All right.
He's going to do an attack roll, a fight roll, right?
Brawl.
You have the option of fighting back or dodging. If you fight back, he's got the advantage because it's his turn. But you do if you outroll him in your fighting back roll, then you may actually damage him. But if he outranks you, then or ties you, he wins the ties. If you dodge, you win the ties, but you just wouldn't take any damage. You don't return, right?
I might need to dodge. That's much better than my fighting brawl skill.
Okay. So let's see. What is your dodge?
My dodge is a 67.
All right.
Damn. Nice.
So give me a roll there.
$92.
All right. Well, he missed. He misses anyway.
Okay.
He misses anyway, but he's got another claw and he's coming back. Do you want to fight back or do you want to dodge? Now that you've dodged one time, he gets a bonus die.
Oh, I still, my fighting is poor. Maybe, but I'll say this, maybe in my mostly sober panic state, I do fight back. And what I do is I just wildly swing the brazen head right at it. So I've been picking it up and playing with it.
Okay.
So I just,
yeah. And maybe worth mentioning, there's no pushing in combat, but you can spend luck. So
Okay, cool.
All right, here we go. So with his bonus die, he gets a, ooh, that's pretty good.
Now, does he get a bonus if I don't dodge?
Yes. Yes. So,
okay.
So as a regular human, you basically get one action per turn.
Got it.
He's a superhuman monster, super monster. So he's got 3 attacks. Once you've done one thing, you can keep doing it, but when he attacks, he still gets a bonus.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've used up your one thing. Yeah.
Got it.
So he has a hard success. You were going to fight back. What did you roll?
I rolled 33, but I'm going to spend luck to get that down to. He has a hard success.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to get that down to what, half to match his hard?
Yes, but if you're hard and he's hard, insert joke
tie
here.
Goes to him.
The tie goes to him.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 20.
That's what she said.
I'm going to spend a lot of luck, 28 luck, to get it down to a 5th.
Okay, so you're gonna get an extreme success. So he swings this. You actually feel the breeze of the blade-like fingers go by your head, and you dodge just out of the way, but manage to get an opening. And what do you do? You've got the head. What do you do with the head?
So I bring the head down on it as hard as I can.
He squeals almost like a pig dog. All right.
So just to clarify, you're both hard and you're giving him the head.
Exactly.
And he's making pig squealing sounds.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Just want to clarify that.
All right. So give me a 1d6 plus your damage bonus if you have any.
All right, my damage bonus.
Although, 1d6 plus your damage bonus.
1d6. 5.
5 total. All right. Let's see. I got sheets here. Hit points. Give me some hit points. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. And one thing I forgot to do for seeing these, inhuman, monstrous creatures, I need everybody to give me a sanity check. Should have done that at first.
No sanity clause. Ooh, I failed.
Failed.
Success.
All right. Everybody who fails loses 1d6 sanity. You can roll that yourself.
Oh shit, 6. Damn.
Nice.
6. Oh my gosh.
4.
And also, Ty, let me just ask. I noticed that I have one of these computer-generated characters, and it says my maximum hit points is 25, but my current is 12.
12.
Does it start off that way somehow, or is it just?
I saw that on your sheet too. That 25 is incorrect.
The 25 is incorrect. The 12 is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Hit points are size plus con divided by 10 rounded down. So your max should be 12 and current should be 12. I don't know why it did that. So
all
right. So you lost 6 there, Rodrego, right?
Yeah, that's bad, isn't it?
And who else failed? Yeah, that's bad.
I lost 4.
You lost 4.
I lost 3.
3. Okay. You guys lose your stuff. Let's go to Rodrego. I need you to give me an intelligence test. So roll against intelligence.
So 56 against 60.
So you failed?
No, I made it. Right? I have to roll under, right? 56 out of 60.
You don't have
that's
to roll.
Bad.
That's bad.
I wanted to fail it, right?
You wanted to fail it. You're too smart.
Damn it.
The weight of the unnaturalness of what you're seeing strikes you like a hammer. Your reality is caving in on you, and you suffer temporary insanity. I think this is the first time that you've seen this mythos monster. So you get +5 mythos what do you call it? Cthulhu mythos, which is probably what was probably 0. So you've got an insight to the mythos.
5.
Yep.
All right.
And you suffer a bout of madness.
Nice.
Let's see what happens to you. This is fun. All right. Wait a minute. I had this somewhere. Print it out.
I roll a percentage.
Bout of madness. This is a real time. I'll let you roll it. Give me a D10.
Oh, D10.
Yep.
2.
You suffer some sort of psychosomatic disability. Let's see.
Interesting.
Let's do eyes, ears, mouth, arms, legs. Eyes, ears, mouth, arms, legs. That's fine. I'm going to roll 1d6 and 1 through 5. We'll see what happens.
Right. Ignore the 6.
Eyes, ears, mouth, arms. Your arms go numb and fall to your side. Perfect. Just what you wanted. And that goes. That's going to go on for X rounds.
Can you swing your body like arms like a club?
Your arms don't work, which is got to be quite a sight. Okay.
And
so that was Rodrego for a certain number of rounds for your arms. All right. Sorry about that diversion. That was ghoul number 1. Ghoul number 2.
Did I need to do an intelligence check too?
No, you lost 4, right?
Yeah.
It's only 5 or more.
Yes.
Yeah. 5 or more at one time.
Good intelligence.
Yeah. Jumps at Lukas. Let's have Patrick. Why don't you be Lukas for a minute?
Okay.
I've got his character sheet. So he is this. We'll call it what it is from now on. This ghoul-ish creature bounces off the wall and leaps next to Benoit and attacks Lukas near the door. And first attack, he's going to swing with his claw. What would you like Lukas to do?
Let's dodge.
Dodge. Okay. So give me a D100 against Lukas's dodge. Lukas's dodge is a 32.
70.
Yeah. He beat you. All right. Do you want to spend any luck for Lukas? He's got 50 luck. This guy currently has a regular success. So you're dodging. You would need to get that down to a 32. So you got to spend like 40 luck or thereabouts. I forget what you said it was.
No, I won't spend it.
All right. Well, Lukas is surprised at how inhumanly strong this creature is and takes 9 points of damage.
Sorry, Caleb.
Stings a bit.
Of his 10 hit points.
Wow.
It gets to hit 2 more times.
He's down to 1. That was more than half his hit points in one strike. So Lukas takes a major wound. And he has to pass a con check or fall unconscious. Patrick, why don't you roll against his 50 con?
That's a 98.
Okay. Right next to
he's out cold before he even hits the ground.
Yeah. And let's see what. Yeah. Now that he's not fighting back, let's see what this creature does to him.
Oh God.
The body falls so quickly that he misses with his other claw, but then he leaps in with his jaw and starts trying to bite. And he grabs onto Lukas's throat with his mighty jaw and starts tearing, and blood starts spurting out.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh.
But
All
there
right.
you go.
So that was ghoul number 1. So ghoul number 2 was first.
That was ghoul number 1.
Number 1 went second. It's just my weird numbering. So 2 of the 4 ghouls have gone.
Mm-hmm.
William Gast, you have the highest dexterity, so you're next. So you have a couple of options. You can fight, you can flee, or you can do something else that is imaginative and clever.
Let's see. So oh God.
And Bernard, I'll preview it. Bernard, you're up next, so you get to think about what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the smart answer is we run. How heavy do the coffins in here seem? Do they seem very heavy, or? Well,
there's just the one coffin. There were 6 chambers, but there was only one.
Okay.
I mean, it's a human-sized wood pine box.
Okay.
It could be.
All right.
There's probably something in there, but
like
you don't
a machine
know.
Gun.
You don't really know.
All right. I think we need to get out of here. I'm hoping everybody's on board with that plan because I'm already halfway to the door.
All right, you're gonna flee.
I'm gonna flee. I'm like, gentlemen, poor
it's
Lukas is gone.
It's been an honor.
I can see his intestines. I think we're good.
All right. So yeah, so you've made it back to the shaft, and you've got the head in one hand, and you're
the rickety ladder,
the rickety chain ladder on the way up, and let's say that you've made it a third of the way up so far.
Okay. And I'm yelling back to the gentleman, like, as dignified and as bravely as possible. Oh my God! There's blood everywhere.
For as clueless as Gast has usually been, he now has an extreme moment of clarity.
Yeah.
So
we paid the cab driver to sit outside too, didn't we? So I don't know if the cab's going to be waiting for us after Gast get up there.
After the cops show up, and who knows?
Sir, do you have a license to operate that mule?
Yeah.
But as you go by, I'm like, mi brazos. I can't move me brazos.
Oh God, he can't climb the ladder.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. So we'll deal with that when we get there.
You're on your way. Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got
Bernard, at a time.
Bernard Hicks.
Yeah.
You've got. I guess let's see. Two of these creatures are engaged with other party members. 2 of them, you're nimble enough to not sure what they're going to do, but you're up now. What would you like to do?
I'm going to turn that table over on its side, and I noticed one of the legs is rickety, and I try and bust it off.
Okay. Yeah, there's not too much to do with that. Now you've got this improvised club in your hand. What would you like to do with it?
I'm going to try and I'm backing towards the ladder with the club in defensive position.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Now, where is Rodrego in the room? Is he near the ladder or?
I think we kind of had him near the table.
How far were we from the ladder?
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Pete?
How far away was the ladder from the table?
10 feet. Like you couldn't see it from the shaft, or once you got down, it was like,
okay,
2 strides.
Because I definitely would have been closer. I would have been close to the table.
Yeah. In my head, I kind of had you guys by the table while the guys were opening the door. So.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Is that it? You're going to defend yourself, Bernard?
I'm going to defend myself. Work my way towards the ladder, and if I can try and help defend Rodrego, I would if he's near me, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty close. So let's see. So we've got Gagneaux still in the room. DeSanto's in the room. Hicks is in the room. And but Hicks is defending himself, so let's see what happens. Yeah, one of them leaps at the number 3, I'll call him, leaps at DeSanta. Bernard, we'll call it like you've been holding your fire, so to speak. Do you want to take a swing or something, or what do you want to do? You want to help him defend? You could help him defend. I can give you that. He'd get a, although he's armless right now. I don't know how much you're gonna.
I could still dodge, can I?
You could.
Oh, bunch of legs off.
Yeah, mechanically, we could have you help him dodge in a sense with the defense.
Do I help him by shoving him down?
You tell me. How do you want to?
Yeah, I think I reach out with my foot and push him to like get him out of the way of the creature as it's coming in.
Okay, got it. All right, so we'll give you a bonus die. Pete, do you know remember how to use a bonus die?
No.
Okay, so you're going to roll your D100 like normal.
Yeah.
Against your dodge, and then you're going to roll a second D10, for the tens value, and you're going to take the better or lower of those, the two that you've rolled.
Well, it won't matter because I rolled a 79 and then a 6. So, and my dodge is 42.
All right, so you failed your dodge. Let's see if this one hits you with his claw. He rolls a 22, which is a normal success. He does 1d6 plus a d4 damage bonus, slicing into you for 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
A grazing blow. Now he tries to bite down on you. His jaws leap at you and go for your neck. So this is actually what's called a maneuver. So anytime you're trying to do a maneuver, you're not punching, you're not shooting, you're trying to trip somebody, you're trying to push them into the well, you're trying to slam them into the wall, trip them. Did I say trip them twice? I can't remember. That's a maneuver. So he's going to try to bite down on you with his jaw, which is a maneuver. But same deal. You can fight back, or you can dodge again. But he would have a bonus since you used your first dodge.
I might as well try to dodge because that's better than my brawl of 40. So 42 versus a 25.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I got a 46. So I failed that dodge.
You didn't dodge, but did he bite down on you? Bite and hold 40. No, he rolled a 46.
Ooh.
He managed to miss. All right. So that was number 3, and number 4 goes for Benoit. Back at the door. There are now 2 ghouls in your area, one gnawing away at Lukas Kraus and one leaping for you. He's going to swing at you with a mighty razor-sharp claw. What would you like to do? Fight back or dodge?
I'm the only one whose fight back is better than dodge in the whole group, I think. So let's fisticuff this bad boy.
William's completely emasculated.
Toe to toe with the ghoul in the mausoleum. Ooh. He's got a regular success.
I do not.
You do not have a regular success.
I could spend, even if I spent all of my luck, I would not get a regular
that
success.
Bad, okay.
Wow.
Slashing away, you take 7 points of damage.
Oh, of my 10. So.
Right across your chest, tearing into your clothes. Your flesh is torn. Blood is seeping out. There's a little checkbox. It says major wound.
Yep.
You want to check that off, and then you want to give me a con check to see if you pass out.
I do. That's a 62 out of 40. Can you spend luck on a con check or no?
You can, yeah. Any statistic, characteristic, or skill.
Yeah. All right. I will burn. What is that? 22 luck to not pass out.
Okay. Mark it off.
Okay, 23 left.
Your internal fortitude peps you up just in time to see his fearsome jaws come at you. Rawr.
Yeah, I hear Marseille in the background just for a brief second, and then the jaws come for me.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, you're up next. You're also last, although except for no, I'm sorry, DeSanta's got to go too. But anyway,
yeah.
All right, so he gets a bonus die. You gonna fight back, or you gonna dodge?
I will attempt to fight back.
Okay. Give me a roll. He gets a regular success.
I got a half success.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
You dodge under his bite. He's going for your neck, and you dodge underneath him. You're gonna get to do some damage to him. What do you do to him?
All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm dodging. And I'm just gonna uppercut that jaw that's coming at me. Because
he's got this long snout, so it actually makes a pretty good target.
Yeah.
Give me your damage plus your damage bonus.
I think I'm a D3 plus a D4. I think.
Yep, looks like it.
So that is 3 points total.
3 points on ghoul number 4.
Marseille.
Where's your damage bonus?
In the lower right of your character sheet. There's move,
none.
build. Yeah, you're a nun. You're a nun. I saw that. You guys are very academic.
Yes.
Okay.
Nerds.
All right. Nicely done, Benoit. So that was your fight back. And where's my order? Yeah, Gagneaux is up. What would you like to do?
That's me again. I'm hauling ass. I uppercut the one guy, and while he's reeling, we're going. I'll snag the book on the way out there.
Okay.
It's on the floor now.
Yeah, I'll scoop and score with the book.
All right. Yeah. Bernard.
Don't I get to go yet?
You're gonna get to you. Yep. You're up.
Oh, all right. Oh, all right. So what I was thinking is, I have a brawl of 25. Could I kick? Does that count as kicking brawl, or no?
It does. Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm kind of on the ground, so I might as well just kick at this thing that's on top of me.
Yeah.
You're doing some Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Nice.
63 versus a 25, so no, I don't.
Yeah, and enemies always fight back, just by convention. And he failed too. So you're fine.
Nice.
You're fine. So that was DeSanta with his floppy arms. So wait a minute. So number 4. I should have wrote down who did. Okay, so number 4 was fighting Benoit. Number 2 was eating Lukas. And number 1. Number 2 was fighting William, but he got left behind. And number 3 was on DeSanta. I'm just trying to remember who was attacking, because I'm sure I'll forget. Okay, so that was the end of round 1. We're on to round 2. William, let's see. Now I got to think of the ladder here. So furthest up is William, and at the lowest rungs is Benoit. You guys are not trouble. Okay. So the one who was fighting William saw him run away. He gives chase, but by the time he gets there, Benoit's legs are just kind of dangling down from the first couple of rungs of the ladder, and he basically does this. He with a claw he swings at Benoit. Do you want to try to kick him back, or do you want to awkwardly dodge in a tunnel?
No. I'm gonna kick down at him.
Okay.
Is that a brawl again?
Yeah, same deal. Fighting brawl. Nope.
It is no success on my end.
All right. He misses, but he's got his other claw. I'm gonna do the same thing. Want to fight back? Or do you want to dodge? Did we lose Patrick? Oh, maybe his wife came in. We'll come back to him. Number 1 continues to eat Lukas, rendering his limbs.
Yeah. I guess that's it for Lukas.
Yeah. Patrick, you back?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. So he was gonna claw at you again.
Okay, we're kicking down.
All right, it's a flurry of kicks and claws and snarls and.
Nope.
You fail again too. Yeah, his claws leave a nice mark in the wall that the shaft that you're climbing up.
I think the giant bleeding chest wound that I have is slicking the rungs, so that my kicks are slipping off of the rungs, and it's slipping as it's trying to scabber up the ladder too. I think that's the image I have.
Cool. William, you're up. Benoit is below you, and you can hear the snarling ghoul at the base of the ladder.
Well, I'm gonna throw the brazen head at the ghoul to try and free up Benoit.
Okay.
You're gonna hit me. That's what's gonna happen.
Probably, but yeah, I'm just gonna sort of spike it down the ladder and try and hit the ghoul.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a. Let's call it. I think it's actually a throw skill. Why don't you give me a throw skill?
Oh God.
20.
Oh God. I believe in you. I really believe in you.
And I'm looking for something good because this thing's, you're in a shaft and there's chaos and craziness.
So I can't get enough of a success to probably make a difference. I can get it. So what I did, I rolled a 42 against a 20. I could use luck to get it down to a 19, but if you're looking for something real, all I can do is get us. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to get it as a success because who knows what happens.
Okay.
So I'm going to get it down to a 19.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's say I'll give it kind of it hits, but it's kind of it has to bounce off the shaft. Okay. Let's call it. Why don't you give me a D4 damage? And this is number 2. Maybe you won't roll that well. See what happens.
Rolled a 2.
Okay. It barks. Roar! All right, Bernard, you're up.
The door that they came through, is it intact or did they break it?
What do you want it to be?
I want it to be intact.
All right, give me a luck check. I think I said they burst in, but I'll give it to you.
93. No.
The door is shattered, splintered apart. Yeah.
Then what I'm doing is I am racing into the room with the dead girl, and I'm dragging Rodrego with me.
Okay. You make it in. What do you?
I want to shut the door.
You want to shut the door? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You grab Rodrego. You make it into the room. The door shuts with a mighty thud. Darkness.
Is there a? Can I use the table leg to brace against the door?
A table leg? I mean, you could try.
Should I try my luck?
Sure.
No.
It's not a very long or strong. Remember how easily you broke the leg off the table? It's not.
Yeah.
and these are pretty strong guys. So we'll see what happens. Rodrego, did you go with him willingly?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, okay. And
lean against the door, my man.
I was gonna say you're gonna brace it with your bodies. Let's say.
Yeah, I guess I'm a doorstop.
Use your torso.
Let's see here. How do I want to do that? All right, so that was Hicks, and the room was pitch black.
Yeah, of course. Pitch black, dead body. Yep, that's what we want.
Sounds about right. Let's see here. That was Hicks. What the hell did I write? That was DeSanta. Okay. Suddenly, for the guys in the room, for Hicks and DeSanta, mighty thuds are hitting the door. Snarl. Snarl. Give me who's the strongest? I think Hicks is the strongest of the two of you, right? Hicks, what's your strength? You're pretty strong, aren't you?
50.
You're 50. Okay,
I'm 60.
Okay. Yeah, Rodrego, give me a strength check with a bonus die. So Hicks is helping you keep the door shut.
29.
Is that a regular success?
Regular, yeah. It's
the
half success is a 30, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, between the two of you, you're able to keep this creature at bay. The door is, it opens a quarter of an inch and then slams back shut. All right. And the one who was attacking you, Benoit, joins his buddy at the feet of the ladder, the bottom of the ladder, and goes for you again. He's helping him out. Arr, arr.
Yeah. We are. I'm gonna kick down and.
So much kicking.
Oh yeah. Am I making any progress up the ladder while I'm doing this? Or am I just?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I mean, mechanically, it's not your turn yet. I mean, you are. Then they pull you down. And,
one step forward, 6 steps back.
Yeah. I got a regular success.
No success.
Yeah.
And,
any luck?
Not any that will matter this time.
How many hit points do you have?
3, and I rolled a 92 on my kicking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you take 10 points of damage.
Shit.
William, you hear a yelp from below you, and you just catch Benoit disappearing out of sight beneath the shaft. Let's see. So you're at 0 hit points. Let me make sure.
Right.
I don't think it's going to matter much, but where are my cheat sheets? What did I do? I had too many sheets.
You hear a whispered "Mon Dieu," which is definitely misheard as fondue by everybody else.
Fondue.
What was your maximum hit points?
10.
10. Okay. You almost died outright. If it's greater than your maximum hit points in one hit, you're dead. But you didn't.
Wow.
So let's see. You take a major wound. You're at 0 points.
Didn't he already have a major wound?
I did have a major wound.
You did.
Already.
Okay. So you are dying. There's a checkbox for unconscious and dying. You can check both of those off.
Wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And mechanically, the way it works is at the end of every turn, we're supposed to check your con. If you fail, you die.
Okay.
If someone comes to you beforehand and gives you first aid, you are temporarily stabilized, although you're at 1 hit point, and I don't think you'll last very long. But anyway, that's how it works.
I'm sure William will.
Oh, I was going to ask. I was going to ask. The ghouls are going to help me out, right? They're just dragging me down the stairs to give me medical attention.
Yeah. All right, so you need to help me remember. I guess we're almost at the end of the turn, but we've got see, that was Gagneaux. Oh no, that was the guy eating you. Now it's your turn, but you're unconscious. DeSanta, you're up. Your arms are still useless. You're leaning against the door while at least one creature is banging away on the door. What, if anything, would you like to do?
And it's pitch dark in there, right?
Yeah.
We can't see anything. I'm just gonna keep trying to brace myself as much as I can.
Okay.
Against the door.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't know what else you would do. You don't know any magic spells, I don't think, or anything. So
nope.
All right, Benoit, give me a con check. Let's see if you make it.
That is a 12. So we're here for now.
Okay. That's the end of the turn. That was the end of round 2. Rodrego, you feel your arm starting to come back to life a little bit.
Ooh, yay.
Strange. William, you're not quite at the top of the shaft, but you see one of the ghouls leaps up and grabs let's say you're 3/4 of the way up. He leaps up using his mighty muscular legs that have little hooves on them, and he leaps up and grabs. He's about halfway up. So you're a little bit ahead of him, but he's definitely coming after you.
Oh, and
it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna book it up the ladder as fast as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you come out of the circular door thing that you guys came down in, and you are.
Do I have time to slam it?
Sure.
Yeah, I slam it behind me.
See you, suckers. Okay. Yeah, the door
makes sense.
Thuds down, and you are in the apartment, in the bedroom. And what's your intent? Tell me where you're headed. Where
My intent is to go grab every bottle of liquor, tear up a tablecloth, and turn it into a dozen Molotov cocktails.
Okay. See how that goes.
It's gonna go badly, but
yeah. Gast. All right, Hicks. Hicks, you are up.
I feel around blindly for the table with the dead girl on it.
Yeah, I mean, you remember where it was. Yeah.
Is it stuck to the floor, or can I move it?
The table? Yeah, I mean, it's a stone pedestal. I mean, it's you try to push it, and it's immovable.
Okay.
Too heavy.
I was hoping to push it against the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I race around the room and start feeling for another exit.
Okay. You start feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm just along the wall, like, there must be another way out. Sure there isn't, but whatever.
Yeah, you haven't found anything in the dark. While you're checking that out,
Rodrego, do you smoke?
No.
Curses.
All right, so that was Hicks. Let's see, he's climbing. He's eating. And these
Maybe we could check her pockets to see if she has anything on her. Like a gun. A hand grenade.
I need to be buried with my wedding ring, my love letter, and 6 hand grenades.
Yes. So Hicks, as you're checking out the body and checking the pockets, your hands feel into what appears to be some live, squirmy worms in the body.
On me.
Sure, give me a sanity check for that. That's actually in here. Should have done that.
56. And I'm at 51 now, so no.
All right, you lose 1d3 sanity for.
That is 2.
And you lost 4 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a total of 6 and 6. Okay, that's 1/5, not 1/2. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. I mean, you're not fine, but you haven't lost your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Benoit, Rodrego, you're holding down the door, I think, or last we heard. So why don't let's do another opposed strength check as these guys keep trying to break in.
Shit. 76 out of 60. Can I bring my luck down?
Yeah, you can
16
spend luck.
points.
You can spend luck on it if you've got that much.
I started at 68, it says. So, or at least that's the number that I have here. So if I go down, I have to get it to 60, so I'll go down 16.
Okay. And that gets you to a regular success.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this one's strength is 90. So he just rolled. He gets a hard success.
Help!
He burst, and especially with Hicks not there, he burst through the doorway, pushing you to the side. You slam into the marble slab pedestal, where Hicks is digging into a wormy body, looking for something to save you guys. And now this creature is one of these creatures is in the room, and you see the lurking shadow of a second one right behind him. And where's my order? Here it is. That was those two. Gagneaux is not doing well. DeSanta, yes, you have full use of your arms now.
All right.
You've shook yourself out of your stupor, and your arms have come back to life.
Better to die with.
Right. So can I brawl then?
Sure. Yeah. The light from behind him gives you a nice target. He fights back.
And I missed.
And he misses as well. No effects. Too dark to get a good read. You just get the outline, moving shadows. It's a little bit crazy. And that's the end of round 3. Benoit, give me a con check. And one of these guys should be just drawing on you, but see what happens.
That's a 40, and my con is 40. If I meet it, is it? We're good.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't die of death. You're fine for now.
My sweet, I can see my mother. I can feel your
And even though you're unconscious and dying, you just get the fleeting sense of that you're being dragged somewhere, and you can see the ceiling moving in a certain direction, meaning that you're headed that way. Something is dragging you somewhere.
Off to the larder, boys. I'll see you later.
All right. All right. So round 3, and William, you hear these creatures banging against the shaft door that you just closed. They're trying to. It rattles. Doesn't really open at all. It had that kind of fancy opening mechanism, but they're trying to get through. What would you like to do?
So like I said, my intention was to go grab the tablecloth off the table, tear it off, and try and improvise Molotovs, but also that's a very complicated series of events. My first instinct might be just like, give me a goddamn gun. Is there a weapon in this apartment anywhere? So I would search the apartment for anything to try and kill these things.
Okay. I mean, it'll take you a little bit of time, but yeah, you're in the bedroom. You want to check the bedroom?
Yeah. I'll scramble around the bedroom looking for just anything that can put these things down.
Okay, give me a luck roll.
Luck. And that's my current luck, right? Or is it what I start?
Your current luck. your luck is dwindling. That's kind of the point.
No, 48 on a 3.
All right. Yeah, there's too much of a mess in the bedroom. Certainly nothing that you found so far. Let's see. So that was William. Bernard, you got these nasty worms all over you. There's now an open door and 2 ghouls bearing down on you and DeSanta.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'm gonna try and make a break for the door.
Okay. Yeah, I mean these are kind of big hulking figures. Why don't you give me let's do an opposed dex. Let's call it a maneuver. You can pick your fighting skill to kind of break through them, or you can pick your dex to kind of dodge around them. And
I got a dex of 60 and a fighting at 25. So
okay,
let's go with 60. And I rolled an 05.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I rolled a 95, so he doesn't stop you. You make it to the doorway, and the second one is not necessarily blocking you. I mean, he's like almost right next to you, but you've kind of made it around them for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Gonna try and make my way to that ladder where I'm gonna find that door's been closed.
And there's two ghouls up ahead of you for that matter. Yeah. Okay. All right. So so these 2, it's their turn. There's 2 on the ladder.
Actually, you know what? I'm heading towards the door they came through. See if because we haven't gone in there really.
Okay.
To see if there's an exit.
Anything. Okay. So you're headed to I think it was the west door, or maybe it was the east door. The one that they burst through. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 2 kind of around you guys. Let's see. The first one goes for 1 to 3 is Pete. Goes for Mr. Hicks. All right. You got a claw and a jaw coming your way, Hicks. First
claw and a jaw.
Do you want to dodge or you want to fight back?
I want to dodge.
Okay. Give me a dodge roll. Straight up.
All right. That is a 21.
I got a regular success. What did you get?
Regular success.
Regular success. Dodge. Okay. With a dodge, you break ties. So that's good. Or you win the tie, I should say. We both got regular success. And for the jaw, he's going to get a bonus die for the second attack. You want to dodge? You want to fight back?
Well, he's going to get a good roll regardless. Let's try fighting back. There's only a 5% difference.
Okay.
No, a 99.
Yeah, and he missed anyway, so you both failed. So you live. All right. Ghoul number 2 in your area. 1 through 3 is Pete. 3, Pete. Rodrego.
Okay.
Just in time to get your arms back. Claw and a jaw.
All right.
Here comes the claw. You want to fight back? Or you want to dodge?
I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
And I miss.
18. That's a hard success. So he hits you. He claws you for 1d6 plus 1d4 damage. 6 and 1. 7 points of damage.
7 out of the 10 remaining.
Wow.
You had what did
that's
you start?
A major wound. I started at 12.
12, yeah.
Now I'm at 3.
Yeah, so that's half or more than half. So you need to check your con or you pass out.
Okay, so my con is 60, and I rolled a 46.
All right. You're sliced up pretty good, but you're still standing. Here comes the jaw. You want to fight back? You want to dodge?
I'm going to dodge.
Okay. He gets a bonus die.
91.
30. He hits. He clamps down for 1d4 points of damage, and he's not going to let go.
Uh-oh.
2.
Ooh, Jesus. I'm at 1.
1. All right. So basically, his clamping jaw holds on to you until you break free. And if you don't break free, he does an automatically 1d4 points of damage. So we'll get to that. Actually, no, it's your turn. So
you got quiet.
Sorry. Let me just brawl, and then or is it? Wait, should I try to get out of it?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean that's what I have to do, right? So strength.
He's clamped down on you, and he's pulling and tearing. He's not letting go with his jaws. He's
Gotcha.
He's the rules say he worries you, which I think is a great. Yes, he does.
So that's against my strength. So I failed 78 out of 60. So you whatever it is, whatever I roll, I can't. 78 won't do it.
You can't do it. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's the end of your turn. Is it round 3? We're on to round 4. Let's see. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's it, boys. That's an 80.
Yeah, you were food anyway. I think they were dragging you while you're unconscious. But now they really like you because they like dead meat better than alive meat. So even better for their purposes.
Wow.
Oh, Benoit.
He's cat food somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Benoit, and a turn round 4. Yeah, you still hear William. You still hear the banging against the door. I should maybe even check to see if they break through. No. Okay. William.
All right.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so searching the bedroom for an immediate weapon didn't work. So then the idea comes to me like, oh, I was drinking booze earlier. Maybe I can make a Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
So I look for a tablecloth, and if there is one, I grab it and as many bottles as I can carry.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, let's say there are 2 bottles of whiskey, bourbon, whatever, super flammable, and you're gonna take a round to try to fashion an ad hoc set of Molotov cocktails. We'll see how that goes. Okay. William, excuse me. No, that was William. Bernard. Let's see. You are kind of not quite in the middle of the room, and you're making your way to the other room. Is that right? What would you like to do, Bernard Hicks?
I'm going to try and make my way into that other room.
Okay.
I got to see if there's a way out.
You do have to see. You have to see. I'll tell you what's going on in that other room. So the room with the woman on the pedestal, on the marble pedestal, that was a finished room, meaning it was nice corners and walls, stone. It was fabricated, dug out, finished. Certainly dirty and everything. This room is like a cave. It's irregular. It's dug out. The stench, if it was even possible to be even worse than it has been so far, it is actually worse. There is, it's just an irregular, let's say it goes deep about 30 feet as far as you can see. It is dark except for the light that's coming in from the chamber that you started in. Give me a spot hidden roll.
56, and I don't think that's a pass. No, it is not.
Okay. You don't see anything, but you do hear, let's call it a dragging noise. And that noise draws your attention to a hole in what accounts for the wall. Like there's a dragging noise in that direction. There's a 4-foot wide hole that leads into darkness beyond what you can see.
Yeah, this is what I wanted. Right into that hole, right there, right down that hole. I'm into archaeology. I like holes and digging. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
I know that's where Benoit is dead with the creature, but I don't know that.
Or it can't. How can it be any worse than where you already are? I don't know.
It really can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go to. Let's see. So we got 1, 2. Those two are banging through. All right. So you didn't break free, DeSanta. So you take 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
I'm 0.
You are at
minus
0.
3.
Yeah. So you're at 0 hit points. Let's see. Did you have a major wound?
No.
You did not. Okay. So you are unconscious. Just straight out unconscious. Nothing to roll for.
Nice.
That will not end well for you, unfortunately. Almost certainly.
You don't want to be awake for what's about to happen.
That's true. That's true. Wow. That's the end of that round. So gosh, is it really round 5? I'm surprised you guys last this long. It's actually pretty good.
We beat the odds, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Exceeded expectations. All right, round 5. Let me think here. Yeah, okay, we'll do one more. Okay, yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Still banging away at the door there, William. What would you like to do?
I'm going to assemble the tablecloth into the spouts of the bottle and get them ready to light.
Okay. So I don't know how long it takes to fashion an ad hoc Molotov cocktail or 2 of them, but why don't you give me a luck roll and we'll decide if it happens. This until you pass a luck roll, you're still fumbling around with making them. How about that?
They're never going to happen. All right.
Yes.
My luck is a 3, and
your luck is 3.
Yeah, I don't know if I can show the 2 that I just rolled.
Nice. Nice.
I don't know if it's going to show.
Nice.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
We believe it. We believe it. Awesome. I didn't know your luck was quite that low. That's right.
It's so bad. That's what
you spent it really early. That's right. In the combat.
Burn this fucking place down.
All right. Yeah. You by some, I don't know,
miracle,
inspiration, superhuman feat of dexterity and clarity, you've got 2 fully operational Molotov cocktails in your hand.
Goddamn right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Hicks, you're up.
I am racing towards that hole in the wall. In that cave. I'm looking for a way out.
Okay.
Got my big stick. I'm charging in.
It's definitely out. It's definitely a way out. It's dark. It's smelly. It's wet. You might even hear some faint growling and rustling. And give me a luck check.
18. Smoked it.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're still fumbling around in the dark.
How far is it going? I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, it's soon it's pitch black. Like it's, you're feeling around. The walls are wet. You hear slowly running water at points. Your feet are splashing in water on the ground.
Any branches, or just one direction?
You can't tell if it's branching or not, but it's too hard to tell.
I want to pop up in front of some old lady doing her garden.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, good heavens!
Oh my gosh, they actually wrote this up. Okay. Yeah. You're struck by the water on the ground, the intense stench that you're smelling. The air is stifling. The darkness. Okay. Yeah, you're fumbling around in the dark in a smelly, unfamiliar place for now.
I'm wishing I was dead at this point.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
The fear and the stench, horrible.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Everyone else is dead. So, or unconscious, technically.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet. Fair enough. Okay. Round 6. Let's see if these guys had lost interest. Suddenly, the banging stops, William. The banging at the door.
All right. Well, I light one of the Molotov cocktails, and I sort of cautiously just sort of peek a little bit with the cocktail. And if I don't see anybody, I just kind of go and slam it down.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, all you catch is a shadowy figure at the bottom of the ladder heading away.
Okay.
Is it you drop one of the Molotovs?
Yeah, I just dropped it and I close it right away.
Yeah, just drive them my way.
You hear a whoosh and a roar, roar. You hear yelping and roar.
And then I sort of peek back down and see if I can see anything by the light of the flames.
Nice. When you open the door back up, the smell of smoke and burnt flesh and is super strong, and then you can see the shadows of what you're almost certain are these creatures, or at least 2 of them, jumping around and running and screeching, squealing like pig dogs, and making a whole bunch of commotion. And then after a couple of moments, it stops.
Okay.
And you're not sure if they're dead or if they ran away, but it subsides.
All right.
Rodrego, give me a luck check.
Okay.
We'll see.
My luck is at 52, and I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you're singed. You're unconscious. You're singed, but you're alive for whatever that's worth, technically. All right. So let's.
Basically, Art just cast Fireball.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how. Oh, nice. Okay. Hicks, are you going to continue your darkened exploration? Going. Okay. Let's see. So,
do I feel I'm looking for a breeze? Anything that leads to a way out.
Stifling, motionless, foul air.
Good.
So, Patrick and Benoit dead. Lukas dead. Not Bernard. Rodrego unconscious. Okay. William, what would you like to do after you look back down, you saw the motion, things get quiet except for the remaining flames.
So William, his whole life, he's basically gotten by because of his father.
Uh-huh.
And everything he does, he's a bit of a joke.
Uh-huh.
He knows that, and a lot of his behavior is lashing out or just emotional defensive, puerile behavior.
Uh-huh.
And this is maybe the first time in his life where his father's money is not going to help him do what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he realizes he needs to buck up, and he climbs down the ladder. For the first time in his life. Yeah, for the first time in his life, he realizes I actually have to be the one to do it. I can't wire my parents. I can't have them buy me an easier deployment in World War One. It's up to me. And so he sort of takes that one remaining Molotov cocktail and sort of sticks it in a pocket and starts gingerly going back down the ladder.
Okay. You start climbing your way back down.
And then I slip on Benoit's blood.
Yeah. So
go ass over backwards.
Okay. You get to the bottom of the ladder. Here's what you see, or here's what you don't see. The head has bounced around and landed on the ground somewhere that you see in that main chamber.
Okay.
Lukas, who is already getting torn apart, certainly dead. His body is gone, and all that's left is a blood smear. You see? No, you don't see. You don't see any sight of Benoit. You don't see any sight of Rodrego, and you don't see any sight of Hicks. You're basically on your own, except for the flames in the head and the woman in the other room, the dead.
Okay. Right. Benoit, above the table, Benoit had the book, right?
Yeah. And the book is open, spread out on the ground somewhere in the room too. I forgot about the book. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good luck getting my blood.
I try and look around to see if I can find anybody alive.
Yeah. You check the room with the dead woman. She's still there, still dead.
Okay.
There's nothing alive in that room. You make it into the cavernous room, the cave room, for the first time, and yeah, you see but there's nothing in there. Maybe now that you have a little bit more time to check, there seems to be some potential, we'll call it bedding, like some pads and torn up cloth and tapestries that have been turned into a nest, we'll call it. But as far as creatures or humans go, it is empty. You see the hole that I described to Hollywood earlier, leading into darkness.
I'm not going to do well at this, but I give it a listen to see if I can hear anything coming from that hole.
You should give me a listen roll. Yeah.
All right. I rolled a 96 against a 20, so
yeah. You hear scurrying. It doesn't necessarily sound human, but it's echoey and scurrying, and yeah.
Okay. Did I get dragged off?
You're unconscious. What do you know? But yes, you got dragged off. You have taken your last breath. Your food.
Okay.
Sorry. Hicks continuing in.
Continuing in.
Okay.
I got to find a way out. I have to find a way out.
Yeah. All right. William, it's on you. What would you like to do?
All right. So first things first, I would grab the statue in the book and I'd bring them upstairs and just stash them.
Okay.
And then after that, I would, man, I feel like I would call somebody. Who would I call though?
Who's that guy that was supposed to show up?
Yeah,
I forget. Yeah, what was my guy's name at the import export that I thought I kept insisting was on the boat? No. I call. You know what? I look around the apartment to see if I find a weapon, a knife, anything that could be used as a weapon.
All right. Yeah, let's call it a pretty hefty kitchen knife. Not quite a cleaver, but a legitimate knife.
Got a little bit to it. All right. And then I would go I would go back downstairs.
Okay.
Down the ladder.
Uh-huh.
And my goal is, I think Hollywood, you said you broke the table. Mm-hmm. So I would notice that there's like a table leg probably sitting there and there's tons of these tapestries. I'd sort of wrap it around, pour a little of the alcohol on it, and see if I turn it into a torch.
Okay. Sure. Now you have a torch. What are you going to do?
I'm just looking to see if I see anything moving in the edges of the darkness.
In the cave, right? Like, are you going through the hole?
Not quite. I'd sort of be looking just to see if I could see anything. I know above the table, I probably won't see the end of it, but I'm sort of looking.
Yeah. I mean, there's not too much more in the room itself other than that bedding nest kind of thing. And then, I mean, the torch gives you some light, but yeah, definitely it seems to go further back into darkness and wetness and echoey nothingness.
Since I haven't heard anything, I would take a chance and start calling out like, I don't know that anybody's dead. So I would just start calling out people's names. Just take a chance on it.
All right. Hollywood, give me a, how do I do this? Give me what's your listen? I've got your sheet right here.
20.
20. Give me a luck roll.
Okay. Nope. 89.
Okay. Yeah. William, no responses.
Okay.
No response.
Man. So I've stashed the statue in the book. Fuck it. I start going down the tunnel with the torch to see if I could see anybody.
Okay. All right. So now you're deep in what turns out to be the Ghouls' Warren. Like, this is their main headquarters, and so we'll play it like it's written. Unfortunately for you,
and me,
and you, yeah, for both of you, it's not. So basically, they have the way out. Basically, they have this. So you're both hopelessly lost, right? This cavern. William, eventually your torch goes out, and you're fumbling around in the darkness. The air is oppressive and putrid. Occasionally, you stumble and fall into this brackish water that smells horrible. Maybe it was an old sewer. And you're hopelessly lost for hours upon hours, each of you individually. And William, after 1 hour, you continue on your way. After 2 hours, you continue on your way. I should make one of you guys roll this. After 3 hours, William, give me a luck check. I'm sorry,
Sure.
who have I been saying, Bernard or William?
You said William.
I said William. Okay, sure. William, go ahead. Give me a luck check.
Okay, my luck is 3.
Oh, that's right.
71.
71. You fail.
With the
You have
bullet.
stumbled into a room with 10 ghouls who quickly tear you to shreds. Sorry.
That's okay. I try and give it a quick poke as I go down.
Sorry.
No problem.
All right. Bernard,
Mm-hmm.
after 1 hour, nothing happens. You're still lost. After 2 hours, nothing happens. You're still lost. After 3 hours, nothing happens. You're still lost. After 4 hours, wow, nothing happens. You're still lost. Give me a POW check. POW, POW
What?
check.
Power. Nice.
No, 74.
What's your luck? Can you make it work?
I can. Yeah.
You
I need to take it down by 20. So, yeah.
you catch your first whiff of fresh air in the
Nice.
last 4 hours. You spend your luck,
Okay.
I hope, and you emerge in the middle of the city, blinking and befouled. You have come out of a grave in, what was the name of that? Decaps or what was the name of that graveyard?
Decaps.
Decaps.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Das Tor.
Doctor.
Yes. You come out of a grave in Das Tor, a false coffin of some sort, seems to be an entrance into the ghoul warren, and the first light of day is breaking after 4 hours, and again the sun is shining. You're covered in.
That's right.
In
That's right.
foulness.
I just won the Call of Cthulhu, y'all.
Did you win though? Did you win? Nightmares follow you for the rest of your life of this.
Marjorie, do you hear something?
You crawl out. All right. So, Hollywood, I'll let you do it. How do you want to finish the game? I don't know if you come up with something on the spot, but
I think that I just stumble around. I come up out of a grave and I scare the hell out of a grave. What's a guy that works there?
Grave digger?
A grave digger.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. And he takes a swing at me with a shovel because he thinks I'm So I'm going to attempt to dodge it.
Uh-huh.
And a 30. I dodge it.
Nice.
So I just kind of like, woo, I do one of those kind of things and shove him, and he falls back into the grave.
In the grave.
And then I kind of like slowly kind of lumber off towards the street. And I just go, taxi?
Yeah. The first activity of the morning of the day is starting to pick up, and
and that's
fade to black.
Wow.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
That was great.
Honestly, I hoped he would hit me with the shovel.
Yeah. Basically, once you got in that hole, you become hopelessly lost. It's slimy, it's smelly, and then for every hour, I'm supposed to check at 30% to see if you stumble upon 1d10 ghouls. 1d10 ghouls. If you make it after 4 hours, you check versus POW to make it out, which is what you did.
Wow.
I was rolling 60s and 70s.
Wow.
For you being lost. For William, no. He made it for a couple hours and then got chewed up. So.
Nice.
Nice
job, you guys. That was fun.
So what would have been the way to win and not die down there?
You know what? It's actually
Grab
not
it and
really.
leave?
Like when it talks about like the rewards for the scenario, like you could have killed the guy, 100 pressed, and the ghouls, and returning the head. Let's see if I guess you didn't kill 100 press, but you killed a couple of the ghouls, so there might have been a gain there. If you're successful over in returning the head, then Herr Asperg becomes like a patron, and his influence and money and reputation can help you on future adventures. He gives you $2,000 American. His heartfelt thanks. You will always have friends in Vienna. But really, and not that we would have had to headed a different direction if you're going in there without weapons. Yeah. And I don't blame you for going down there at all. I mean, it's just that's what you're hey, something's down there. I want to check it out. But
yeah,
you're pretty outmatched by those ghouls.
That's good though.
Yeah. Those that's actually one of the more fun combats I've had in any system, I would say, in a while. So that was good. That was fun. I don't know about you guys, but
yeah.
So cool. All right, nicely done. So not so much the scenario. I mean, the scenario is a little old. I'm so sick of ghouls, but I knew that was kind of a one shot, and it's got a little bit of not a reputation. I mean, it's kind of one of those well-known scenarios that gets trotted out from time to time, and I knew it was a one shot, so that's why I wanted to give it a go. But I mean, what do you guys think about the setup? No VTT, using a camera, paper character sheets, rolling dice. Did you like that, or did you find that
very cool?
Didn't really add anything?
I like it a lot. Yeah,
it was a nice change.
Good.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. Yeah, I definitely like to do more of it like this. I don't know what
where'd you get this?
Oh,
yeah, I wanted to ask about the handouts.
Yeah, if you look at the Type 40, or sorry, the head at the bottom, there's a little copyright that says Type 40. That's the name of the company. They have a number of these 3D augmented reality props, and they just happen to have one for this scenario. And so I said, hell yeah, awesome. We're going to try it out. It's like $1.50. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try it for $1.50.
Nice. Yeah. That's very cool.
And totally worth it. Big surprise.
There's other pieces that came with it that are for the keeper, where it tells about. So the head, within the head is a what is the creature? Hinged eyelids. All right. So if you read the book, study the book, then you can conduct a ceremony by pouring flaming blood over the head as part of the ceremony. So that was the black dried out stuff. And then
we were that close to figuring that out.
Yeah. And if you do that, then the head comes to life. There's what's the name of a servitor of the outer gods, which is super powerful, but it's been entrapped in this head. It will converse with you. It adds mythos, and there's some mechanic where it will answer questions, and I forget. It's kind of like wishing from a genie, right? Like it's going to play games with you if you ask lame questions. Like it'll fuck with you, basically. It's got spells and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the head itself was pretty powerful. I don't think anyone would have figured that out in this scenario. It's kind of like take it with you, study it, read the book. 3 months later, cast do the ceremony. But yeah, the other part of that $1.50, you get the link for the AR, and then it gives you all the write up of the ceremony stuff. So
cool.
Yeah.
That was neat.
My dream is to run Nyarlathotep, Mask of Nyarlathotep, but I mean, that's, there's a stack of props, and it's not 4 sessions, it's 60 or something like that. So I don't know if that's feasible, but it would be fun in a group like this. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for being part of the experiment.
Yeah.
Hope you had fun.
Yeah.
And
it was fun.
We'll have to tell Lukas the story of, or tell Caleb the story of Lukas, and he wasn't the only one that perished. So
definitely not the only one.
All right, guys. Nice job. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Right.
Have a good night.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Good night.